Braised pork in the pressure cooker. Let's go. How you doing, guys? Hope you're well. Another pressure cooker recipe using pork shoulder. I always use bone in, it just creates more flavour. Okay, let's wake this pork up. First, season the pork with plenty of salt. Next, add vegetable oil to a hot pan. I like using veg oil for searing meat because it has a high smoke point. Add the pork and sear until golden brown on all sides. The smell coming off that meat is heaven. When brown, take out. What really makes this dish tasty is some sweet cherry peppers. If you can find sweet cherry peppers, that's great, but if you can't, olives, bell peppers all work well. Next, add the pork, onions, some garlic, those delicious sweet cherry peppers, canned plum tomatoes, the good ones, some bay leaves, really go well with pork by the way, stock, I'm using chicken stock, and finally some sugar. This is just to balance the tomatoes, not to make everything sweet. Get the lid on, seal, I use the meat and stew setting, and I cook the pork for 1 hour 15 minutes. I unlocked the lid and the smell was amazing. And look at that porky goodness, juicy and so tender. Grab a bowl and colander and strain. Separate the pork from the broth. Push down with a ladle to get all the flavour out. Now add the broth to a glass jug. You want the broth to settle, so you can see and remove the fat. When the fat has settled, use a ladle to skim off the fat. And add the broth to a pan. Right now you want to reduce the broth down to about half. Then add the pork, and this will make it nice and juicy and inject more flavour into the pork. Next, add the pasta to salted boiling water. I'm using pappardelle. If you can't find pappardelle, spaghetti, linguine, farfalle are all good choices. Now cook until al dente. While the pasta's cooking, let's finish off this dish. Add olive oil to a pan, add chopped garlic, and cook until the garlic is about to turn golden brown. Add basil, those sweet cherry peppers, and bay leaves. You just want to cook out for about 1 minute, so everything is melded together. Next, add that juicy, delicious pork, canned plum tomatoes, and a ladle of the broth. Now bring to a light boil, then simmer. When the pasta is cooked, add to the pan. Don't be afraid to add a little pasta water in there. This will add flavour and make the sauce more creamy. Be careful not to add too much water though, it can oversalt the dish. And that's it my friends, easy delicious pasta dish for the whole family. Thanks guys.